Right, you guys, welcome to week 3 of the new coach mentorship group. Today, we're going to talk all about challenge groups, which is super exciting because you guys, this is like the bread and butter of what we get to do. Like inviting and posting on social media and doing all that stuff is really, really awesome, but it leads to the challenge groups. And this is where we are going to help our people get results. This is where we are going to get results. And this is what's going to keep our business going, is sharing that with others. So the cool thing about our team, and not many teams do this, but we love to run our challenge groups together. That way, not the weight of everything doesn't fall on one person's shoulders, and you don't feel like, oh, well, I only got 2 people this time. Like, that's not enough to even run a group. First off, that is a lie. You can have a really, really awesome group between the 3 of you. You can have a really awesome group of 50. You can have a really crappy group of 52. So don't let numbers scare you. If there's like a feeling inside of you that is like, I feel like I really want to run my own group, then girl, you go with that, because that was me and I totally get it. If that's you, then reach out to one of us and we will help you get started either on the Tracker app or on the Facebook group, and you can like run one right alongside of us. There's some great challenge group guides that will show you. But if you are not ready for that, that is okay. We are here to help guide you. We're here to help guide your challengers and your coaches as you bring them on with you. So the way our group works, if you have been in there for a little while, if you haven't, then it's an ongoing group. We don't start and stop. We've done that before, where we've started groups and then we've moved people over every month, and it just kind of got to be a lot on everybody's plate. So we moved to an ongoing group. And so we are bringing people in there all the time. Now, you may see on my page and Logan's page and Jordan's page, we talk about my next group is starting May 2nd or whatever it is. You may see us talk about dates. And honestly, that is because we want to create a sense of urgency for our followers, for those people watching us to think, oh, okay, I'm going to get in on it in this round. I've got to do it before Monday, whatever it is. Because if you're just like, oh, you can join anytime, like that sounds all great and rainbows and butterflies, and it's absolutely true. Like, I don't turn people down. But if you tell them, hey, we are getting started on this date, if they're kind of on the fence, they're going to be more likely to say, okay, I'm going to do it. So I encourage you guys to pick a date. And honestly, we're sitting on April 23rd is today. You can talk about starting next Monday. Will they get their Shakeology in by next Monday? Probably not, but they can add it in when they get it. But the great thing about next Monday is if you did have the ultimate portion fix, then we've got the 21-day fix extreme real time starting on Monday. And they'll get to do it right along with you. So you'll get them set up with their ultimate portion fix challenge pack, where they get Shakeology and they get Beachbody on demand, and they'll do it right along with you. I don't care if they haven't done another program yet. Extreme is going to be, it's extreme, but there are always modifications. But the cool thing is that they're going to do it right along with you. So talk about that in your post. Talk about how you are so excited to make this 3-week commitment to jumpstart your fitness, and how you need some accountability partners to do it along with you. Okay, so that's what I want you talking about all week long on your post. Now, today's a Tuesday. We'll talk about sharing transformation pictures later on, but I want you, in every post you make, or at least every other, if you're posting once a day, talk about your workout for the day. If you're not in the middle of a program, because we are kind of in between the 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme, go pick one. You have a freaking huge library. Go pick another autumn workout, maybe from the original 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme, and talk about how you loved it and how you're so excited for the new one to come out on Monday. Like, use what you're doing to get people excited to do it with you. So when I started, excuse me, I started as a coach from day one. The same day I signed up as a challenger, I signed up as a coach, and I actually started posting while I was still in the sneak peek group into coaching. And you guys, social media was way different back then, way back in the day, 4 years ago. It was very different, but I still posted. I still let people know, hey, I'm starting day 1 of P90X3 and I about died, but I'm so excited to finally start feeling like myself again. Like, you want to cheer me on because I'm going to keep posting. I'm going to keep showing up. And every day I would share a little snippet from my workout. You guys, a little trick. I want you first to focus on your workout, because if you are spent wasting time trying to start and stop your camera, you are not going to be getting a good workout in yourself, and you are not going to be getting the results you need. Do your workout. Then at the end, pick like your favorite 1 or 2 moves, film it, take a screenshot from it, or take like your sweaty selfie and post about how it made you feel. Post about how you felt before you started and how you felt after. Post about how you're so excited for your friends to do this with you, or whatever it is. But start posting. Day 1. I don't care if you don't have a transformation. I don't care. I don't care if you aren't even sure if you're going to love this program. You are excited for what you're about to start, and you need to start sharing that. That is exactly what I did. You know, day 3 was yoga. I hated yoga, and I talked about how yoga was really hard for me because I needed cardio to get my heart pumping and I wanted to sweat. But after I was done, I realized how much I needed that to focus on myself, to take out the worries of the day. Talk about those struggles. Like I really wanted to skip it, but I did it anyway. And I posted a picture of me in whatever pose it is. I don't even remember because I still hate yoga, but talk about it. And then what did I do at the end? I said, hey, anybody want to jump in and do this with me? I think I'm going to start a challenge group soon. That's all I did. And then did the same the next day. Hey, there's a lot of people that are interested. Was anybody interested? No, nobody had messaged me. Nobody had responded to my messages yet, but a lot of people were interested. So I'm going to start a group on Monday, May 2nd, whatever it was. And then I started inviting to that. You guys don't have to already have a transformation. You don't already have to have been doing this for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. If you are literally coaching day 1, start sharing. All right. So now I'm going to toss it over to Jordan. She's going to talk about how she started sharing as a coach.
So I'm sitting over here laughing because Jackson's asleep, but he's like laughing in his sleep. But just like Haley said, when I signed up, it was April 1st. It was late at night though. So the very next day I, had all my stuff ordered. I went ahead and started working out. I started with Pio and I just started posting. I was like, hey, check this out. I'm doing this really cool workout in my living room. How cool is that? And then once I got my stuff in, I ordered a 3-day refresh at the same time. So that weekend after I got my stuff in, I did my 3-day refresh. And 2 years ago, even Instagram wasn't as cool as it is now. Snapchat was the big deal then. So I was like Snapchatting, look at this secretly in the back of my head, this disgusting fiber sweep that I have to drink, but by golly, I'm doing it because, it's part of it. And I know that's what I need to do to get the results that I want. Day 2, I'm still at it. Day 3, I've drank a ton of water. It's my last day, I was posting on Facebook that I finished my cleanse or the 3-day refresh cleanse. And I posted my before and afters. The 3-day refresh is a super easy way to get yourself and other people quick results. I think that was the first time I had ever done it. I think I lost 8 pounds in the 3 days. So I posted that before and after, and I got so much feedback from that. It was unreal. And then I was like, oh man, people are watching me, so I have to keep doing this. I've told people I'm a coach now. I've told people that I'm doing these workouts and using these products. So I got to show up. And if I'm not doing the things, then I don't have anything to post about. Therefore, I'm not going to have a business. So for me, being a product of the product was huge, because if I'm not being a product of the product, I have nothing to talk about, and when I was pregnant with Jackson, that was really hard for me. And I know when Logan was pregnant with Lily, it was hard for her too, because we just had a few issues here and there, but we didn't stop posting, you guys. We used other people's transformations since we didn't really have our own. We talked about challengers that we had in our groups that were rocking it. We still made coaching invite posts. Like, we still were posting. We didn't just quit because we didn't have our own pictures to share from workouts or whatever. We were still posting. You have to be consistent in posting, or people will not know that you have something to offer them. Okay. If people don't know, they don't know. So when I first started coaching, I started inviting in the background, like right out of the gate. Like, I was inviting like a mad woman, and like, we would teach you to say something a little different now. But since I was posting so much, I had a lot of people watching my profile and my Snapchat and stuff. So I was just messaging people, hey, I don't know if you've seen any of my recent posts, but I just became a coach. I am loving these at-home programs. Would you be interested in more info? Like, I really went for it. But, I added like 10 people my first month. I hit like SC 18 or 20 or something like that my first month, and it's because I was consistent and I was inviting. That's the bottom line, you guys. You have to be a product of the product. So you have something to post about, then you have something to invite to, because people know what you're doing. And that's it.
Absolutely. It reminds me back when I first started sharing my journey, and I can still vividly remember sharing that very first transformation photo that like literally made me want to puke. And because I'd only been on my journey for a few weeks when I shared my very first transformation. It wasn't like I was 6 months or a year into my transformation. But the thought of sharing that before photo like made me want to vomit. And I remember posting it and like probably deleting Facebook off my phone and like putting my phone away, and like I couldn't go back and look at it until the next day because I was just so worried about what people were going to think or say. And the response that I got was so overwhelmingly positive, and the messages that I started to get from other women who could relate to where I was surprising. But here's the thing, you guys, like the first 1 or 2 times that you post, it's not uncommon for people to look at your post and not like it or not comment on it, and they'll be like, oh, there's Logan, looks like she's doing that MLM workout thing, and just scroll on by and kind of roll their eyes. But the more you continue to show up and the more that you show people it's working, their eye rolls turn from, oh, there's Logan doing that workout thing again, to, gosh, Logan's still doing that workout thing. Gosh, it looks like it's actually working for her. Like she's actually getting results from it, and she actually looks happier. And like her before photo, I know I rolled my eyes at it before, but that actually looks like me. And if I look like her before photo, then maybe I could start to look like her after photo. But people don't always think that the first time they see your posts on social media. They say that it can take anywhere from 8 to 20 exposures before someone decides that they're ready to like sign up for something. So keep that in mind, that you can't post one transformation photo or one like I'm doing workouts now type of photo and expect everybody to be ready to join you, because they need to see that you are showing up and you are being consistent, that it's working for you, for that trust and belief to start to build in them, that it can work for them too. And this doesn't need to take months and years for them to build that trust. Like I said, 8 to 20 exposures. So the more frequently you are showing up and posting on social media, the more people are going to be more willing and inclined to join you. So a lot of you are just finishing up your first round of 21-day fix, and I want you to share those transformations. Even if they're only 21 days, even if you don't think that there's a huge change, start with posting it in the challenge group first. And that is like the best place to share so that we can lift you up and encourage you and cheer you on, or share it in our mentorship group. And it's going to help boost your confidence to actually share publicly with the people in your life and on social media. And once you put that post out, that scary, like make you want to puke post, you know, it's okay to like shut down your phone for the night and not want to look at it. That's totally normal. But tomorrow, I want you to go back to that post, and anybody who has liked or loved or done the wow or anything, left a comment, I want you to send them a private I want you to thank them on the post, like as a comment in the post, and I want you to go private message them and just say something like, oh my gosh, Haley, thank you so much for taking the time to like my transformation photo that I shared last night. It was really outside of my comfort zone and made me so nervous, but I am just feeling so amazing, and it just felt really good to share, and your support just means so much to me. I know it didn't take a lot of time, but it just means like so much to me. I'm actually getting ready to start a new boot camp. I wasn't sure if you were interested in any more information, but let me know if you want to learn more. I didn't want to miss you if you were interested in joining me. Taking the time to send that private message to people just adds like that deeper level of personal touch, especially when you tie in a thank you for, you know, them liking or loving or commenting whatever it is that they did on your post. And I want you guys to keep in mind that as scared as you are to reach out and invite people, they are just as scared, if not more scared, to message you and ask you for more information, because all of the fears and doubts and hesitations that you had before you started, I guarantee they had them as well. They're afraid that it's going to be too much money. They're afraid that it's going to be something that they're going to start and then ultimately fail at. But you taking that initiative to reach out your hand and find out if they're interested will help move those conversations along quicker and just hopefully get them joining our community, because we have such a gift to give people. And I want you to really reflect on what it is that we get to help people with. Like, it's not just home workouts. It's not just a yummy chocolate shake. Like, what we get to give people is so much more than that. We get to change lives. We get to save lives. We get to help moms dig their way out of depression and develop like those relationships with their spouses again. We get to help people have the energy to get down on the floor and play with their kids. We get to teach people how to actually eat healthy and how to cut things out of their diet that are just hurting them and they don't even realize it. Like, we have such an incredible gift to give people, and there is not a single person in this world that does not need this healthy lifestyle, this community of positive, uplifting people. Like, it's so easy to write off the people that you think are already in shape or the people that already have it together. My coach never would have looked at me and thought, whoa, she needs Beachbody, because in social media, like, I didn't post pictures of myself that were unflattering. You know, I made sure I was hiding behind my kids, or, you know, covered up and had like cardigans over my arms because that was an area I was self-conscious of. Like, I tried so hard to portray that everything was perfect and I had everything together, when in reality I was a mess. And it took like really investing in Beachbody to work through all that stuff and really start pouring into my own cup. So you can't like prejudge anyone and decide who does or doesn't need this lifestyle. Everybody needs this lifestyle. Everybody needs to be moving their body, and in a way that's convenient for them, you know, that fits into their schedule. Even if they are someone who, you know, loves to run, they need something to do, to either they need yoga to like stretch out on their off days, or they need some strength training to help improve their run time. You know, we have so many tools to help them, whether it's their nutrition that they really need to focus on, or they just really need like a group of girlfriends. Maybe they're like a super lonely stay-at-home mom like I was, who had like no interaction with other adults ever and just needed to be with other women who understood what phase of life I was in, that we could just be friends, but I didn't have to leave my house to hang out with them because that was too complicated. So you just can't hold this gift back from anybody. So that starts with sharing right away, sharing your transformations as soon as possible, reaching out your hand and inviting people to join you, and getting your first 2 people to get to Emerald and that last person to get you to Success Club for the month. You want to wrap us up, Haley?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we've got like a week left in April. You guys, that's still so much time. So much can happen in a week. So much can happen in like a day. Let's be real. So if you guys do not have your first 3 people to get you to Success Club for this month, do not stop. Do not give up. I want you to keep inviting. I want you to keep posting, because I know that you can do this. If you have not talked to your family, go talk to your family. If you haven't talked to your best friend, why haven't you asked your best friend to do this with you? Because it is so much more fun to do it with people you love. Now, the next thing you may be wondering is, okay, I've barely been in this challenge group for like a week. I don't really even know what I'm inviting to. That is okay. The great thing is that we've got you covered. We're running the group. You can help us. Your job right now is to be the ultimate challenger. You go in there and you post your sweaty selfies and tell us what your workout was like. Post whenever you make your Shakeology and share your recipe, whatever recipe, like maybe it's even one you don't like and you're like, shoot, someone throw me one that's great. Okay. Share your recipe, share what you're eating, and then go in there and cheer on all the other challengers, not just your people or not just your coach, but set aside even just 5 minutes in the morning or in the evening and go in and just cheer people on with your comments and, you know, GIFs or whatever you want to do. But your job right now is to go in there and be the best challenger. That way, what happens is when you are consistent with that, it creates excitement for you, because when you're consistent with your workouts, you're going to be consistent about posting. And when you're consistent about posting, you're going to get more excited about the group. And when you're more excited about the group, you're going to want to share it with more people. And when you want to share it with more people, you're going to get more people in here to do it with you. Consistency breeds confidence in everything you do. Consistency with your workouts, consistency with plugging into the challenge group, consistency with posting, consistency with inviting. It sucks in the beginning and it's awkward. It's something new. But if you just stick with it, stick to creating that consistency, you are going to become more and more and more confident with each of those things. So get excited. Go be the best challenger you can be so that you can get yourself results, and then go share your excitement in your social media and also in your real life. You know people in real life, whether you work with them, go to church with them, drop your kids off at preschool with them, go have coffee with them, whatever it is. You know people in real life. You don't have to stress so much about social media right now if you don't have those first 3 people yet. Go get those 3 people, excuse me, and get them excited to do this with you. All right, you guys? So we're going to post in the page later. I think Jordan started a thread where we can share transformations If you don't have a transformation yet, go grab one of ours. We'll share some of them there too. And then we'll have Logan share the thank you script for you guys to reach out to those people tomorrow as those start coming in. But we're excited. We're so happy you're here, but we also don't want you hanging around here, right? The goal is to go Emerald, and we'll get you moved out and on to the next group. All right, guys. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. We'll talk to you soon.